Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Burning Metal, and up this round, we are going to be looking at a very interesting knife coming to us from Artisan Cutlery. This is the Proponent, a Dirk Pinkerton design, and we're going to pair that this evening with an Oak and Eden in bottle finished Spire Select. So this is something I had my personal hand in selecting. Didn't think I would do this. I had a rep say that they were doing this Spire Select, so I do a lot of single barrels, and I've built a solid reputation picking barrels. So this happens to be a little different than a barrel select. So Oak and Eden does this in bottle finishing with these wood spires. So I think principle behind it is the spire is, as you can see, notched out to allow more surface contact and area with the whiskey. And I believe with these spires that after, I think it is, I don't know, 9 to 12 weeks or something, they pretty much spent their potential and had the influence that they're going to have on the whiskey. So very interesting whiskey, and we'll get into that. And really great to pair with a really interesting, over-the-top, unusual looking blade. This is a Dirk Pinkerton design. He's kind of known for the Warncliffs. And this is just a big, beefy, overbuilt pocket knife, folding pocket knife with some interesting features. As we can see, clink clank, caught him there. You have this lovely G10 handle scales, a lot of milling, great texturing going on. Of course, you have that beautiful collar pivot that's red, really stands out. Really great contrast in design. Love the blacked out, murdered looking knife with that little streak of red, like a black widow. It's all black, and you have that red dash of red to let you know this thing means business. Look at that lovely pointy Warncliffe. Really lovely thick blade stock. That deep, fuller, big, beefy thumb studs. Great, big, giant jimping that is just aggressive enough. Not too aggressive, but definitely effective. This feels really good in the hands, and I have, small to medium-ish size hands. Lovely way to disguise a lanyard, and normally I would not carry or use a lanyard on any of my knives. But, I stuck this old crappy piece of paracord, shoestring, whatever the hell we're going to call it. I think this came with another knife. It's to actually be greenish when I'm looking at it and with the old naked eye. But this comes with this lovely little pin here. So that is a center pin, which we can actually screw into this hole here, essentially locking this up as if it was a fixed blade knife. Once this center pin is in there, it is nice and secure. So there we go. That is not moving or going anywhere. So it is just a liner nut lock, and that is kind of tainting considering the proportions and the beefiness of this blade. So I think for everyday, just utilitarian tasks, that's not going to be a problem. But this knife is not meant for the utilitarian tasks of everybody's old favorite carpenter who can bust a groove every now and then. This is a knife that's come to do the devil's work. Definitely a great tactical use and potential for this knife. So with that said, goddamn. You know, it is heavy. I had to bust out the Red Hulk here. Let's hope that stands up for us. Old Mojo's little flimsy arm, despite his big, hefty, low-riding stature, could not hold up. So we had to bust out the Red Hulk because I thought, you know, it just matched the knife. And as I said, let's have a little nosing and talk about this Oak and Eden. So what makes this so fantastic, and I think big and bold, that matches well with this is like a dessert whiskey. This Anburana Brazilian oak spire in here just ends up bringing so much cinnamon, spice. It's just that buttery, doughy sense and brown sugar on the nose of this. It's captivating. It's a wonderful aroma, and it translates to the palate much the same. Although it comes on, and let's just have a pull, and we'll say something about that then. Just so rich, dense, a lovely tannic kick that just takes that cinnamon at first like a red hot, an atomic ball, and then as it fades out, all those wonderful layers start exposing themselves, and that dough and brown sugar and buttery notes flow through on the finish. So 116 proof. It's a big boy. May not be that big in comparison with some of the whiskeys folks drink these days, but you know, we have hazmat bottles, and this has no infusion. They say late fire, 116 proof. It is a wheated bourbon, so I think that really plays well with what this Anburana wood is bringing to the table for this whiskey. So, man, I need to try some other whiskeys that are finished in this Brazilian wood because, fantastic. So let's do a little size comparison here. Give you guys a little bit of an idea how big, beefy, and girthy this big old chunky knife is. Here is the Artisan Cutlery Penguin. And pivot to pivot, we can see, that's a lot more going in your hand. And this feels like nothing. Did pull out, found my scale, but it's not working right. I think this hovers 9-10 ounces, maybe more. The Amazon site isn't the most helpful on that information. They listed 2 different weights, and the measurements weren't all exactly right. But I believe for right now, I mean, this is $55, and I believe an instant 20% off coupon. So don't be a fool. Get yourself a big, over-the-top, beefy knife that just screams, I'm here to do the devil's work. Yeah, Jesus, you just stand back on the side and dance your little jig, because, hey, I'm just kidding. If you guys like this, let me know. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, some comments. I'm just trying to have fun with all this and, you know, give you my old jackass point of view on these knives and the whiskey I love to drink while doing so. So with that said, have a nice day.